All right, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Into Samoa Washman.
We back in this piece. I'm good. You hear me good?
I do hear you very well. Very well. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Yes, welcome back to the Kick Rocks Wrestling Podcast. I brought the squad. They back. I got the chef in the building. He's on the ones and twos, but the ones and twos are like pots and pans. You see what I'm saying?
I like it. I like it. Whipping that work in the kitchen.
Yo, David Perry Jr. was really good, bro.
What it do, baby? What it do? We in here.
All right, we in okay.
Late night, baby.
Yeah, late night. Appreciate y'all for joining your boy, man. Listen, let me get down to brass tacks because we got the rundown here. But let me just let y'all know right now. Let me go ahead and show my age. I'm gonna show my age. I'm gonna fully admit right now that I'm an old man. Old man River is what I call myself. I'm an old man. So let me go and start off by saying, what the hell does yeet mean? What the hell is it? What's going on? What the hell does the word mean? Then we can address the controversy. What is going on? These kids and nowadays are getting dumber and dumber. It better not mean something that I already say. It better not. Ooh, it better not mean like dope or cool. It better not. So one of you brothers, please tell me what the hell yeet mean, because I'm gonna keep it a buck. I don't know what it means.
So I'll say of the level-headed of the three of us, I'll give you the actual, I'll give you the Merriam-Webster dictionary.
Please.
So it says yeet is a slang word that functionally broadly is used to throw, but especially used to emphasize forcefulness and a lack of concern for the thing being thrown.
Chef Mary.
It says yeet is also used as an interjection, most often to express excitement or enthusiasm.
Okay. Can you so Chef, use it in a sentence?
Oh,
first spell yeet and then use it in a sentence.
Oh man.
Kick Rock's podcast spelling bee.
The Kick Rock spelling bee.
Sir.
Little known fact, I won my 7th grade spelling bee.
Yo, why you bragging about some 7th grade shit?
Hey.
Spell supercalifragilistic expialidocious.
You gotta flex on them though. You gotta flex on them. Any flex you can do.
Like this.
Listen, yeet to me is just like, I mean, I got friends in the Bay, and so I've heard it, but to me, it doesn't mean anything other than like something you would say at the end. Like, yes, it's overused in the WWE, but for me, the only time I ever heard yeet was either in an E40 song or just driving down the street and somebody said, maybe you heard somebody say, well, I'm a yeet so-and-so. I'm a yeet this can out the window. Like, it was used in that.
Damn, I know you
hell is going on right now.
Listen.
So it's Bay Area origin.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
I should have known it was some damn E40 witchcraft and wizardry. I should have known as soon as I heard it sound something like the 40 boy would say.
I only use yeet in Fortnite, you know what I'm saying? When I get at the top of the cliff and I yeet their ass clean off, you know what I'm saying?
In the hell, what's going on right now?
Yeah, you pick them up and then you throw them, you yeet them. Bang! Fly.
But I can't stand society. Listen, all right, hold on. All right, now the chef has put me up on game because I'll tell you right now, my old ass wasn't up on game. Yo, shut up, Jerome. Jerome in the chat said, he said, yeah. Listen, yo. So, okay, you put me up on game. So now put me up on game about the controversy of what's going on with said word yeet.
I mean, I didn't see it live, but apparently they blurred out his shirt last week. And I must not have paid attention. I usually watch the playback. You know, what's funny is I watched the playback on Hulu, so I didn't pay no attention to it because I don't think it was blurred on a playback. So they must have been blurred on live TV. And apparently they did not go, maybe they didn't hit all the proper channels, or you can't specify it to be something trademarked by the WWE because it's such maybe it's not even, obviously it's not a word, but it clearly is something they couldn't keep to themselves either.
Yes, clearly what I guarantee
Clearly.
they didn't have on their bingo card that one of these brothers out in these streets have trademarked the word. I can assure you, because that's what happens when you have a lack of representation where the powers that be were. They had no, I'm telling you, if my black ass was there, I'd have been like, somebody got a trademark on that. We gotta be careful. I'm telling you.
Already. You already know.
I'm telling you, but that's that right there. That's not up to Oos to tell you it was a trademark. That's not his job. His job is to pull up, be a trendsetter, wrestle, be main event Jay. Now it's up to the powers that be to tell her. I'm telling you right now, I said that would have been trademark, and it was trademark.
Oh yeah, man. And plus, like, I listened to a podcast not too long ago. It had that the wrestling attorney on it, Michael Dawkins, and he broke down trademarks. And I guess because it's entertainment and it falls in line, and they should know. And Jay Uso should have known. I don't give a damn. He the one using it. He should have known.
You right.
He should have known that word was trademark. Gone. He just going out yeet, 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 and then got Cody. Everybody's saying it, but they didn't take the time to call a lawyer and be like, hey, can we run with this? No, we just gonna go and try to run with ourselves and catch a lawsuit real quick. Y'all gotta stop that shit.
They definitely gotta they made a shirt and everything. Like, y'all better pump the brakes, because it sounds so ridiculous. You didn't think it would be a real thing that people trademarked, but they did. But with that being said, listen, everybody got their way. For some reason, the wrestling community is dubbed. Listen, well, WWE's done it, going to main event Jay, so everybody ran with it. But y'all couldn't have possibly thought in a million years, a million, billion, trillion years. You know what I call this? What happened tonight? Jay used to taking a loss, by the way, on Monday Night Raw. Sorry if you guys didn't watch the show, but I'm assuming you watched the show. Anybody that's watching us on the podcast right now, Jerome says yeet is a slang word that means to throw. It's often used to emphasize
I told you,
forcefulness
Daddy.
and a lack of concern for the thing being thrown.
Hey man, that's my brother. Shout out Jerome.
I cannot stand anybody right now. Listen, so with that being said, I call what happened to Jay tonight, I call it the LA Knight syndrome. I call it the pacifier. I try to, this is what they do to fans. I call it the Sami Zayn. I call it a Zaynism.
Yeah.
I call it the Sami Zayn. They do this when fans get overhyped. Because I tell you, when you mess with WWE's plans, WWE has a way of giving you what you want by not giving you what you want. They gave you Sami Zayn in Montreal. They gave you an LA Knight title match, and he got buried, by the way. Y'all don't understand what that meant. It meant way more than y'all think. The way LA Knight got dead over in that desert is letting y'all know they're putting him way in the back. What I mean, way in the back. He's sitting right next to Rosa Parks right now, way in the back.
It could come back around though, because
you're right. When it goes, you're right. It could come back around next year.
Well, it might not even be next year.
Chris Berman, back.
Go.
I mean, you left out Drew. Drew lost in Cardiff and went back in the back of the line, and I mean, that was earlier this year. So
that was.
It was, but I was just trying to give a good point to you. That was your man's. That was your guy.
But listen,
that's why I got to keep it 100.
No, he's still my guy, but I got to keep it a buck. Like when I see them get pinned clean, I was like, whoopsie daisy, whoopsie.
He fell for the banana peel in the tailpipe.
WWE was like, yo, Mac, shut the hell up. This dude is getting put to the back burner, and everybody I'm telling you, when he got pinned by the tribal chief, I was like, oh, that was a shot at me and all the LA Knight fans out here. Like, he ain't there yet. He ain't there.
Not yet.
Oh, snap. Yo, but so that's what I thought about Jay. They gave people what they want, give a nice little title match to get to your boy, Seth freaking Rollins, Chef. And that leads me to my question. Gentlemen, chat, anybody that's listening right now, anybody that's watching right now, because I believe now everyone says, put like this, 2 rules of thumb, fam. 2 rules of thumb. The workhorse champion, the Shawn Michaels type champion, or the Hogan type champion. Now, Roman Reigns is in God mode right now, so he only wrestles. He's a main event attraction. He's like Space, you know what I mean? He's like Space Mountain. Yeah. He's like something that you will wait in line to see, even if you get to ride it one time all night long. or you can just go to the teacups. You see what I'm saying? And,
Yep.
and ride the teacups. What I'm trying to say is, has the great Seth Rollins legitimized that title, Chef? Because that's your boy. I'm gonna kick it to you first. Has he legitimized that title? Because everyone immediately wrote that title off as a consolation title, a secondary title, a title that's just meh. Has Seth already, in short order, legitimized that as a legit title, or are you not there yet?
So I think they did a good job as making him the fighting champion. You know, they did it, you know, back in the day, they did it with Cena with the US title, and he was defending it, you know, the open challenge and, you know, all of that. So like, I definitely think they took this and said, we need a guy who can, you know, they're like, well, we can't have you beat Roman, but here's an opportunity where we can have you be a fighting champion, whether, you know, and he's either he's opening the show or he's closing the show. You know, they let him close a couple of the smaller PLEs, and, you know, have him be the center, have the star of Raw, you know, and you've got plenty of stars. It's a 3-hour show, but they allowed him to be him and continue to rise to that point where maybe he could challenge the tribal chief, and at the same time making that title worth something, because it's constantly up for grabs. There's people who, you know, want a title and know they can't touch Roro, and they know that, or they've already failed messing with the bloodline. Most of the guys on Raw right now have already lost to Roman Reigns at this point. So I think they see Seth as a beatable champ, but also someone who's willing to put it up. And, you know, so that those are all positives. So I feel like they've definitely made something out of it and turned it into a definite positive, because there wasn't going to be a Roman Reigns on Friday and Monday. It was either going to be one or the other. So I think they definitely had a plan, and it's worked out so far for sure.
What do you think, DP?
I think he's legitimized it to an extent. I don't think it's where a lot of people actually would like it to be, like equal, but he's getting it there. I think the lack of a build in a proper way with that title sometimes, because with the world title and you put it in an open challenge, sure, it's cool, you get to see multiple people, but the lack of a build, and especially in the WWE universe, we're built off stories, so it's hard to sink into a story, especially even with the stellar match between Seth Rollins and Jey Uso. There's no story, there's no teeth behind it besides Drew McIntyre at the end. So that there lies a problem with that, because again, Roman Reigns, especially because there's a real big build, and that right there makes it legitimate, the title legitimate, because nobody can touch it. And Seth Rollins, it's kind of fitting that every time he gets into a world championship match, everybody wants to see the person beat him and they're ready for it to end. That happens a lot. A lot of people were ready for Finn to win. A lot of people were ready for Shin to win. A lot of people were ready for Jey Uso to pull an upset. So, and it's the song. It's the song, the part of it too. It's the gimmick. It's not, it's taken away from the wrestler a little bit, because Seth Rollins is phenomenal, but again, they chant his song more than his name. And that's an issue, because they love saying, whoa, it's annoying, but that's what they love to do, because it's a sing along. Everybody gets to sing along. It's fun. We all get to be involved, but it takes away from him as a character. And then the most interesting part about it is when he breaks his character, and then it's like, oh, he's still in there, and he gets a little bit serious. But it's the fact that he's not as serious as he once was, and the gimmick is getting over more than he is these days. So it's not saying he's not a phenomenal wrestler, because he is. He's one of the best in the world. But at the same time, that song, that fashion, it's everything but him as a wrestler, if you ask me, especially with the crowd.
Do you think though, because like my thing is, sometimes, you know, is like sometimes the word gimmick is used pretty kind of loose. I think when you put it all together, I think Seth's one of the greatest wrestlers in the world, bar none. I mean,
agreed.
indie. I don't care what continent, because with all due respect, like I said, it's different to me to cook in the indies and on international, and to when you're cooking every single Monday night in front of people that judge you. With all due respect, so like Seth to me is one of the greatest wrestlers in the world, and he's developed his character. You know, he's Monday Night Rollins, and he's the Monday Night Messiah, and then he's in the Shield. He's this, like, it's amazing to see the iterations of Seth Rollins and to see where he's come right now. I put it like this. I don't think his chant is much of a detriment as Daniel Bryan's was. You see what I'm saying?
No.
Like,
No.
I mean, because I think Daniel Bryan was the chant. I don't care how good a wrestler Daniel Bryan is. He don't become champion without the yes movement. Seth Rollins can still be champion without the whoa, whoa, whoa. That's my personal opinion. Because Lord have mercy. That yes movement, they pulled the trigger. You know what? Batista coming back, y'all messing that up. Y'all messing up the flow. Y'all messing up everything. We got to write all kinds of crazy stuff. So to your point though, but Shep, that's your guy, man. Yeah.
I mean, if I can rebuttal, like you were talking about how people, latch on to chanting. Well, that's fine. But we sit on this microphone and we talk about people who can't get over, or people, there are a variety of people who don't have all of the check marks, and we've talked about who does and we talked about who doesn't. Well, he took on, like Evan just said, he took on multiple gimmicks. The Visionary didn't work. He wore one glove. He had Buddy Matthews. He had a crew behind him. He had AOP behind him. And then he was by himself. And then, the chant started, and he started coming out with all the avant-garde, wardrobe and all of that, which I very much out like a Macho Man, or like insert flamboyant wrestler, and he's making that work. So I don't think the chant is hurting him as much as, and it's almost to a point of with Cody Rhodes too. What are we doing with Seth? Like, is he supposed, like David just said, every time he goes up in a pay-per-view, we think, well, this person's going to beat him. But then they let him keep the title, and he's been the only champ. So where are we going with this as him being the only title holder?
I think this title run is eerily similar to CM Punk's long title run.
It's interesting. I ultimately think Priest is the one that takes it from him.
He never main events. You know what I'm saying? Bunch of different things.
This year might be a little bit different, especially put him against Punk. But I'm telling you,
Evan, I'm sorry. You just said Priest, and they might as well just come up with another concept of a premium live event, because
man,
I'm over having Money in the Bank,
bro.
I'm over having
stupid
this
ass Money in the Bank.
If you're not going to use it within a certain amount of time, don't have this.
They got a year though.
Yeah, but all the
they got a year to use it.
Come on, man.
Listen. Okay, listen. They got a year, but the fake cash-ins is what kills it.
I hate it, man. It's killing the gimmick.
No. Yeah, the fake, because I'm telling you right now, I think the greatest modern day concept in wrestling is Money in the Bank by far to me.
They haven't done it right with the men. They haven't done it right with the men yet.
Except the last, to me, I told you, my favorite cash in history is Dolph Ziggler's. The most profound is your guys.
Okay, in recent history.
Yours guys.
But so, that was way back in the day.
I'm talking about done right. Like, the heights of the century, damn near wasn't even like a opportunistic cash in. He still had to fight two people. They call it the heights of the century. He still had to be Roman and Brock.
I mean, of late though. I'm talking about how Theory had it. How Theory had it, and he kept getting beat up. Tyson Fury punched him. Then just so many things in the recent history of it.
Oh yeah, Otis got it, gave it to the Miz and the Miz. Like, y'all killing my favorite thing. Like, that's just, listen. Damian Priest, to me, listen, the best part about the Money in the Bank is they don't know. When EO cashed in, that was money. That was money.
That was 3. Bang. Like Mike Green. Bang.
Man, you right. Listen, to stop doing the fake cash-ins with Priest. Please.
Like they built, like, it's amazing how you can tear down somebody. That dude was on top of the world. when him and
Puerto
Bad Bunny
Rico.
went at it. Bro, it was crazy. Won Money in the Bank, and now look at him. He's a damn clown these days. Embarrassing himself out there, bro. And they don't even know what to do with him, make him look like shit. And I don't understand why, because he's money. He's great. Like he fits the bill. He's a little bit older, but who isn't in the WWE? We talked about
say it before
that.
I'll say this. The top talent in WWE is
Yeah.
old.
That's
they're
what
all
I'm saying.
they're all over 35.
Everyone's like,
and he's
the
great,
younger crowd,
and how he took care of Bad Bunny in that match, and
the greatest,
and now, like,
the greatest male wrestlers in the world are 30 plus up and up. That's just facts. It's just facts. So like that whole old thing to me is something that they put in people's head to kind of like get people like off of like great wrestlers. Like, tell me right now, Brock Lesnar still can't main event WrestleMania.
Dime a dozen, man. They don't come like that.
And same with Rhea. Same with Rhea.
Rhea too.
Hold on. Hey, I just saw you, because we're talking about the Judgment Day and Priest. I can watch R-Truth in their clubhouse every week.
Yes. R-Truth, like I said, we've already established R-Truth can do whatever he wants on the show. Monday, Friday, Tuesday, Wednesday. It don't matter what you do. Any pay-per-view or premium live event, excuse me. Like, we could just put R-Truth anyway. First ballot Hall of Famer, and just call it a day. he
said, we got to beef up security in this clubhouse. They let anybody in here. I was like, man.
Listen, y'all better listen. With Priest, like I told you, the only thing that make me happy about the cash in is because Lord knows I told you I'm dreading it. Punk will probably beat Seth, and I just need Damien to cash in right after, and I'll be so happy. I'd be so happy,
bro. That'd be dope.
I'd be so happy just because I can't have Punk beating Seth because that taste will stick in my mouth for like ever. And so I need something to wash my palate like immediately.
You won't catch me on the Reaction Podcast for that.
I will not. I won't even show up for the pod.
Look,
it's your pod. What you mean you won't show up?
Not if that happens.
He said y'all got it, huh? Look, he said y'all go ahead. Bruh. It's just, man, the more I think about it, I keep flip-flopping with that Seth Punk because I know Punk's coming back and it'd be great to beat Seth Rollins, and it'd be great for the social media trends and algorithms and all that good shit. But at the end of the day, what are you going to do with that man, Seth Rollins? Because we don't know when his contract's up. We don't know that. Becky Lynch's contract's up in the beginning of 2024. I guarantee you they might be a package deal. So what are we doing here? Like, why would you run the chance of pissing both of those off? See, that's one of the things that come along with Punk. That's why we gotta find out. We got to find out, man, because it's going to be Punk Rollins night one main event WrestleMania. That's what it's going to be.
Listen, you know what? Listen, I don't even know why I'm booking that. I don't even want to book that. I'm going to stop booking that.
You already put it in the atmosphere. It's already happening.
I'm taking it back,
off at War Games. You already knew what it was.
I'm taking it back. I don't want it no more. I don't want it. Because if it happens, I'm telling you right now, I'm going to be sick.
Well, according to the rundown,
Austin, though,
that's next year.
Nah, that ain't next year. They might. Hey, if they don't do Punk Rollins, they'll do Punk Austin. But I just don't. If you're Seth Rollins, though, do you want the money match or not? What do you want to do? Do you want the money match?
As long as Seth goes over.
I know he got to go over, but in his mind, he got to go over. In his mind, but. If I were booking it, I'd go Rollins because you can't put that precedent on Punk because you don't know how he's going to behave that soon back in. And you're totally taken away from your workhorse champion if you dethrone Seth Rollins because you built him for what? To go down to a 45-year-old person that couldn't stay together at AEW that you consider a second-rate company? Oh, my bad. That's my bad. That's what they said. That ain't what I said. That's what they said.
I mean, unless
he get your thoroughbred and take him out, that's tough. That's tough.
I mean, unless he loses to take a Charlotte Flair vacation with Becky and the kid, you know, I don't see why else he would lose to CM Punk unless he's like, I'm out and I'm not coming back until you give me a Roman Reigns contract, which will never happen. But I don't know why. I don't know why else he would, accept. Given this man, I mean, unless we're all being duped and he wants to have CM Punk champ and is okay with it.
No way in hell.
Really friends? I don't know.
No way.
Hey, what Mark Henry say? Add a 0 to it. He might do business then.
I don't know, guys. I told you I'm over talking about Phil Brooks, and here we are talking about Phil Brooks almost every week.
You know what? Damn
it's like we talk about. It's like when you talk about, and you don't want to talk about Aaron Rodgers, but Aaron Rodgers figure out a way every week to make sure you talk about him.
Yeah, it's the Tom Brady talk back in the day, man.
Here we are talking about
the
Phil
Dallas
Brooks
Cowboys.
every week.
You know, you're gonna figure out a way to
make
talk
no
about
mistake,
the Lakers.
I am not
figure out a way to talk about the Cowboys. You might figure out a way to talk about
I
the
am
Yankees.
not comparing Phil Brooks to Tom Brady. Trust me. Stop the presses. I ain't never doing that. That's
it's just the topic. We ain't
proper
comparing
greatness.
that, man.
All right, man.
Maybe
I'm done.
But hey,
I am done talking about that, man. He ain't even doing nothing yet.
Not yet.
Over here selling merch. That's what he's doing right now.
Hey, in both companies, ain't that a damn shame?
Ain't that
How you get royalty? I'm trying to get that type of money. Let me get his agent or something.
Yeah, whatever. Listen, all right.
Let's go on to the next one.
Yeah, man. So
leave his stinky ass in the past.
I was watching the net, man, and I was like, every time I browse on the net every now and again, and I see what the IWC is talking about. Typically they live in fantasy land, so every now and again I just like to see where their head is at, especially getting all kinds of misinformation from different publications that are unsubstantiated, and they run with certain things. So I'm curious. So I started seeing a few things on Swerve, and Swerve was over here yesterday on Sunday on the Lord's Day, was arguing back and forth with any single person who tweeted at him. And I advise people in prominent positions to not do that, because you're Swerve. Why are you commenting back to commoners that are talking bad about you? But he was doing that all day yesterday. All day yesterday. Every single person that says something negative, saying he's like a one-trick pony, he's only over because of his dance. They were saying all kinds of nasty stuff, and I was on there, and he was just responding. Now, that led me to think, like, on the positive note, people are saying that WWE dropped the ball on Swerve. Swerve's AEW champion. Swerve can be champion in WWE, which is a very, very big thing to say. You know who's WWE champion right now, right? That's you gotta be careful with that kind of talk. That's how you know. So that's how you know people lose their mind sometimes. Like, do you know who's WWE champion right now? Like, for real? You know who the other champion is?
Whoa, Nelly.
Bro, yeah, like XBA pumped up. Like, so what I'm trying to say is, like, let's just stick to AEW for a second. But when people say, if I say, did WWE drop the ball on them, what does that mean to you, Chef? Does it mean anything to you? Because the rebuttal is, oh, they didn't need them, they're still making money, yada yada yada. But let's stop doing that, because WWE makes money because they get a lot of endorsements. Well, they get a lot of endorsements, and that's where their money comes from. They have a streaming service. That's where their money comes from. From a roster perspective, did they drop the ball on having a Swerve? Did they?
I don't know if they had room for him. I mean, sometimes some people go by the wayside. I'm glad he's employed. I'm glad he is at a company where he is being valued. I don't know if they had the foresight to do what they're doing now, which is sending some of their main talent to NXT and bouncing them back and forth. When they let him go, they weren't doing that yet. Right?
No.
Like, it was still NXT 2.0. You know, it was bright and colorful, and it was full of just young guys and, you know, showcasing young talent that maybe weren't ready or were still learning and developing and figuring out how to talk. So if he was here now and they were stuck and didn't know, you know, you could throw him down there. They threw Apollo down there. Baron Corbin was down there. You know, doing good
work though.
Well, right. And so I wonder, that's the only thing for me, is if they were where they at now, where the talent is back and forth and NXT is on Raw, you know, shout out Creed Brothers, like, still doing it. You know, Dragon Lee's on SmackDown fighting Santos. Like, they didn't have this plan then. So they was just major layoffs. It was, you know, maybe it was a Vince thing still. I believe was it still him who was, you know, so it was kind of
he was still in charge.
So it was kind of a Vince thing, and you know, he does what he does, and if he doesn't see it and he doesn't feel it, you're gone. This just is what it is. So did they lose out? Yes, but this version of the WWE definitely would have figured out something to do with him.
Yeah.
And it does suck that he can't come back right now, and he's doing great. Well, he's probably exceeding what they thought he could be even there, because
100%.
Even starting out, you know, the Mogul Embassy was a little sketchy, right? And
terrible in my opinion.
Right. And so it was not working. And this is, you know, as we've mentioned with a bunch of other people, this has definitely gotten over organically. You know, sorry, David, the song has gotten him over and the dance has gotten him over, but he's also a great talent too. So
he's a great talent. But let's keep it a buck. Yeah,
right.
that's not right. That's listen, damn it.
You're right. Keep it 100.
So no, the WWE missed then, and if H was running it then, I don't think he would have got let go.
Okay, so DP, we think when I say, because you hear different sentiment, WWE dropped the ball, and like nothing pisses me off more when people start counting pockets and ain't they pockets. Stop talking about how much money WWE got. They ain't got nothing to do with you.
They ain't got shit to do with us.
You ain't getting paid like, yo, they got. I ain't talking about that. The WWE making money don't got nothing to do with you because you spending money for them. I mean, from a talent roster perspective, did WWE drop the ball on him? Yes or no? Because maybe you don't think so. Maybe not.
Not to mention, they ain't in the business of losing money regardless, even if it's a dime.
Facts.
I think they dropped. Yeah, I wouldn't say fumble, but yeah, they dropped the ball with him, because if you see what he is now, you could have saw what he was going to be then, because you could see Kill Switch and Lucha Underground. All right. So you know what he was. And the issue with that is that he was so different than anybody in WWE.
I agree.
Completely different.
His wrestling style is crazy.
Vince don't know what to do with with different in the WWE. And this was in what, 2020 he got let go? 2020, 2021, somewhere around there when Hero got let go. Yeah. I thought it was a mistake then, because not to mention WWE was lacking black talent anyway.
He the best in Hit Row to me. He was the best.
He was. They shouldn't even have put him in Hit Row. It wasn't a fit. Just because he raps and does music, that doesn't mean he should be in there being top dollars lackey. No, that should not have worked like that.
He's a star. I'll give him that. He's a star, man, for real.
But if you see his elevation, and y'all are right, it's the dance, it's everything to go along with that. But if you look at him, he's still true to himself. That's just Prince Nana doing that extra stuff. That ain't Swerve. If Swerve was doing shit in the ring, nobody would pay attention. But Swerve is even different than anybody in AEW right now.
Facts.
Now, getting over organically. And again, once you're different and you have that type of personality that he has, and he's crazy as shit, bad shit crazy, that can get you over anywhere. And now look at him. I don't care if it was 150 people in House of Glory, dog. They was all lit. I would have been there. It looked like a blast.
They were turned up. They was. And that people that's that.
Well, I'd rather be around 150 people turned up than 10,000 sitting on their hands. So, and he's doing it. Not everybody can garner that reaction wherever they go. So just roll with it. Just ride the wave. Hopefully they don't F it up, but you know what it is. He's just different. And like you said, I like that you said it ain't because he's black. He's a great wrestler, and he's different, and he's doing his thing. And let that man shine. You know, somebody got to be MJF soon. I like here, quick sidebar. I said I would have MJF lose at World's End. And
so would I.
You have them go crazy. And then you have them go into January of 2024 with not a contract. I'm not gonna go. I'm not signing this, that, and the third. You actually think he's gone, then boom, 3 months later you hear his music.
Yeah, I love that. I love that angle. I love Samoa Joe versus Swerve better than MJF versus Swerve. I love that. Yeah. I love that like feud way more. Just because what you could do. Yeah, and I like what you said right there. Because listen. It's weird, man. To me, there's something about the presentation of AEW that bothers me, because it don't feel like MJF has been a viable champ for more than a year. I don't feel it, man.
I don't either.
I don't feel. I'm gonna tell you what it is, and I'm being honest, man. It's not fair, but it is fair because it's still up to them. Bro, it's the people Roman is beat that makes you feel like he's dominant.
Yes.
He's beaten. Man, he is beating the best.
Everybody.
He's beaten the best, but he's beaten the
except
best.
Randy Orton.
But think about that though. He's gonna add him to the list.
I'm about to say you said it, not me.
It's a wrap.
Man, Randy Orton in St. Louis, dog. He might pull up to my front door.
The WWE is the greatest company in the world of making people think something gonna happen. Randy is taking the L.
Randy getting his ass smoked. Hey,
I don't think it's gonna
like
be
a
clean.
brisket, boy.
I don't think it's gonna
that
be
boy
clean,
getting smoked like a 12-hour brisket.
And you know where I'm thinking, but that's top 5. I call that dude the mighty Mississippi. Roman ain't even in my top 5. Roman will not be in my top 5 until he beats Dwayne Johnson. Until he pins Dwayne Johnson's shoulders to the mat, I will never put him in my top 5.
So if it never happens, he'll never be top 5.
It ain't my
fault, Evan. Man, do you not see the
That's my rule. My rule is
it's your 5. It's your top 5. It's yours.
Because Randy's in top 5. Okay. Who the hell am I bouncing out of my top 5? Roman Reigns has to pin Dwayne Johnson's shoulders to the mat, or he will never make my top 5 ever.
Who else is in your 5? Cena?
I think it's Goatman. It's Goatman. It's
3 hours away.
It's Goatman. It's Nature Boy. It might be Dusty. It might be, and it might be Dusty Rick. It might be Macho Man. Probably Macho Man. And I can easily knock out Macho Man. Easily.
Hey.
I'd even let a person pick who's not my top 5 except Cena, and that's never happening. But you can knock anybody. Roman Reigns has to beat The Rock.
Hey man, ask your GOAT who the GOAT is.
He has to. Listen, if you ask Cena for real feet to fire, he'll probably say Brock Lesnar for real.
Oh yeah. Brock Lesnar whooped his
Cena loves Brock. Cena loves Brock Lesnar.
Randy Orton too, though. Randy Orton too.
Evan Mack's top 5 is Randy Orton. Damn it, and he about to get smoked. Get smoked
like a brisket, boy. I'm trying to tell you.
You know, because damn it, I'm not gonna let anybody put. Listen, damn it.
So, but to go back to Swerve, because we're on a tangent. Like
we're on a damn tangent right now. Go ahead.
I didn't even bring up Roro this time.
No, we got there. But so with Swerve was a casualty, and I just thought of it. Swerve was a casualty of Vincent stereotype McMahon, where if you look a little dark and you look like you might be from the street and you look like you can fit a couple stereotypes. I mean, we had Shelton Benjamin and Do-Rags. I'm
about to say Do-Rag Vince.
Yeah, he was a Vince and Do-Rags. I forgot about that. That was
don't ever forget.
No,
he should be thrown in jail for that bullshit.
I definitely needed to delete that from my memory, and I will forget about it tomorrow because that's the way it should be.
He used to drop N-words back in the day. Attitude Era was lit, man.
Well, he did it in front of Booker. Like, come on,
Attitude Era was lit, bro.
Come on, man. Vince, bro. Vince got a special place in hell, boy. I'm trying to tell you.
What a time.
Right next to Hitler with that matching mustache.
Everyone's like, bring back the Attitude Era. Are you out your damn mind? Bra and panty matches and women taking their time. Are you crazy?
Man, bro, it's tough to go back and watch some of that stuff. Let my niece ever be in a bra and panty match, bro.
Because you had Jerry Lawler yelling puppies every 2 minutes.
Woohoo!
It's if you think about what they was doing and everybody, bro, look, they had JBL in the Ruthless Aggression era was out there chasing Mexicans at the border, bro.
He was.
Listen, Triple H said Booker T had nappy hair. I'm like, oh
my god.
Oh, he said he had nappy hair, and when he had dreads too. Like, Lord,
that's because they had no writers who were racially conscious or any black people in there.
What were you saying about Swerve? Yeah, people have any idea how blessed they are to have ethnic fans, man?
Man, bro, and bro, us black people, we love wrestling, bro. We love.
Yes, we
I don't
do.
know why.
We're like. There's
the
thing about black people. There's this huge contingent in different things. There's a huge contingent of black anime fans. You, me, Chef, you, me. Like there's this huge contingent of black Star Wars fans, black Star Trek fans, black wrestling fans. We're like loyal. We're like we're like this loyal to the end.
Superheroes.
And the thing about most black wrestling fans, and I like the real wrestling fans, not this new era of all these black wrestlers that only black wrestlers, they only like black wrestlers. Like when we were growing up, we just like wrestlers, you know what I'm saying?
Wrestlers.
Yeah, like when we were growing up, and don't get it twisted, there was always a black wrestler when we were growing up. So
Coco Beware.
Shout out to Coco. Shout out to Too Cold Scorpio. Stop playing with me.
Scorpio.
Hey, or a Flash in WWF.
Virgil.
Oh, Virgil. Oh my God.
Listen, no, but
hey, Farouk.
Farouk.
Hey,
listen,
man, Ahmed Johnson was a monster until he couldn't act right.
Bobby Lashley, since he's been wrestling since 1976.
Man,
so
I thought Bobby? It was 65.
hey, small. I noticed on Friday they were cheering this man. I thought they were supposed to be heels.
Nah, man, Bobby's over, dog. Bobby over. They better figure something out.
They tried to make the Street Profits heels with Bobby Lashley, and they was cheering this.
They're too likable, man. They too likable, bro. They too likable. They too good looking. They too handsome. They too clean.
They beat up Rey Mysterio, and they still cheering this man.
Put that man on the shelf.
You want to make anyone to boo anybody? Just be Rey.
Man.
No, but you know what I'm saying though. We loyal to a fault, but to your point, to bring it all the way back around. That's you know where I'm at with that. No matter, I call it like I see it, not like how I want it to be. There's a perception of ethnic people that's out there in the world. That's why if you look at all the depictions throughout history, not just WWE, not just wrestling, the depictions of people that are ethnic in movies, Asian, Hispanic, black, there's always a stereotype because they don't know how to just write a character. They never knew how to just write a black dude that was just a bookkeeper at a library. If he was black, he had to be the one that was dancing hip hop, break dancing on his way to the library. Like that's how they've always written us. And the same thing with ethics. So translate the wrestling. It at the end of the day, it's a circus, it's a soap opera. You feel you need a character that does XYZ. So if you are a baller like Shelton Benjamin, you had to do something. Couldn't just wrestle. Sean could just wrestle.
Right.
Shelton Benjamin can do everything Sean can do and more from an athletic standpoint. And anybody that's honest, they know he can. What Shawn Michaels ain't doing no standing front flip from inside the ring, outside the ring, land on his feet. Shawn ain't doing that.
Sean ain't jumping up to the top of the turnbuckle.
Shelton Benjamin can do that. So what I'm trying to say is Shelton had to do XYZ. Shawn could just wrestle. Like Mark Henry, one of my favorite wrestlers of all time, he had to be sexual chocolate to get over. He couldn't just be, and my favorite iteration is Hall of Pain, but he couldn't do that for years. Just a mean black dude beating people up. That's real to me.
Yo, Ab, you remember when he pulled that airplane?
Bruh.
Dog.
So all the way back to what Chef's talking about, not knowing what to do with Swerve, not knowing what to do with Hit Row. And it don't help that Michael Cole like threw you under the bus early. Top Dollar had no shot. Top Dollar had no shot.
No shot.
He doing that on national TV. Me and him had words for real. That's nothing. That's a different story for a different day. I don't care who you are. You ain't signing my checks. Me and you got to talk. Real. Like, let's say my mom or dad had sent me that video. I'd be like, yo, Mr. Cole, come real quick. Don't do that no more.
Yeah, let me holler at you, player.
No, like for real, for real.
Get your little ass over.
No, job be damned. You are not
your $5 ass down.
I don't know where you got. I don't know where people are from, man. But you ain't doing that to me on no national TV.
No, sir.
I can assure you, you're not. But anyways, like that. That's weekly. But anyways,
disrespected Top Dollar. The boy can spit too. Got bars, bro. I'm trying to tell you, bro. Follow dude on Twitter. Dude have every SmackDown have a freestyle, killing the game.
When the word gets out though that you're hard to deal with in the back of the locker room, which I hear was correct. The rest is a moot point. They say you kind of like walking around like you said Diddy. That company does not don't like that. Listen. That's, the great Paul Mooney. God rest his.
Only for high rich class white folks.
The great Paul Mooney says when he's grinning, he's winning. when a black man's not smiling, is an issue. So like he never have they never shot.
Nope.
He never shot. So with Swerve being a wrestler that just wrestles in the E was always going to be an issue to me. I seen him at NXT. That was enough for me. Great wrestler. Could do his thing. That's enough for me. What's his gimmick? I don't know. What's anybody's gimmick for real? You know what I mean? But so to see what he's doing right now in AEW is a beautiful thing. WWE is not the only show in town. It's the show that I like to watch. It's the show that I like to watch. It's the circus that I like to pull up to and spend my money on. But everyone else, like I said, we always talk about this. The more promotions, the better. You know what I mean? If there's
absolutely,
I like chocolate chip, but then somebody else like macadamia, someone likes double chocolate, someone likes, you know what I
mean?
Cookies,
dog.
Oatmeal cookies. So that's wrestling to me. And I'm saying WWE's a chocolate chip cookie because that's the most popular cookie. So it's good to see somebody at a different promotion thriving. I don't care what the hell a skin color is, to be honest with you. I just like to see a wrestler be able to wrestle and we can get away from what the skin tone is. Damn.
Right. You don't see a black dude when you see Swerve. You just see a wrestler.
You see a wrestler. That's what I see.
That's what I see. I'm not worried about all that other stuff. And then one more thing, he's one hell of a storyteller too. Because him and Adam Page was.
They put on one, man. They put on cinema. They did. Now listen, I just saw I guess we kind of agreed that it's not necessarily it's kind of a ball drop, but not like a bad ball drop. You know what I mean? Like
he got stopped on fourth down.
Because what Chef's saying, like stuff like what would they really have done? You know what I'm saying? Like the NXT thing might have rocked. This NXT thing could have worked. Yeah, as I get all kinds of sidetracked.
If he could have allowed to be,
shout out to the Attitude Era,
be different, then that would have been cool. But the issue, I think, why he wouldn't be able to get to the top because he's extreme.
Shout out to the Attitude Era.
That's the thing. That boy extreme.
Oh God, the Attitude Era. Man, you ever listen and make no mistake, some of the greatest things in the world happened in the Attitude Era. From a WCW to WWE standpoint, some of the best wrestling I've ever seen as far as cinema. My God, there's some great storytelling, man. Some great storytelling. So don't get it twisted. I go back every now and again. Before I wrap this damn thing up, is Randy on Friday's old top 5 only the right move? Take it away.
Man. I don't know, man. I think it might be the wrong move because if you put him on SmackDown, Cody Rhodes is on Raw, how can you get to that story? You know, unless you're gonna put Cody Rhodes on SmackDown if he beats Roman Reigns, I suppose. But that's just a lot of jumping around. It's just I don't necessarily like the fit. You know, he could have got to Roman Reigns in the way they flip flop all the damn time. You know what I'm saying? So it doesn't even matter. He could have got his world title match with Roman Reigns through some whatever, you know, I didn't even think about it, but it could have happened. But I just don't like it. I don't like them pulling up on Fridays. Hell, they could have put Punk on Fridays for all I care. You know what I'm saying? I just like them on Mondays, personally. I just don't necessarily see the fit to me. After the Bloodline, what do you do?
What do you think, Chef?
I mean, I agree with you. I feel like he had enough clout that he should have just done what Brock Lesnar did, which is whatever the hell he wanted to. And
here we go.
Work both shows. And
work both shows. Free agent.
Show up, be a free agent, quote, air quotes, right? Because that's what they designated. Some people that didn't matter or people who didn't get drafted were labeled free agents, but we don't really see them on TV anyway. So that's besides the point. So they could have actually done this clause with Randy because he's earned it. I don't think putting him on either day, solely really does anything for the company because he's been around long enough and can create enough or create new stories and or finish prior stories with most of these wrestlers on both shows. So I agree. How do you get him and Cody? How do you get, I mean, there's so many different avenues that they could have went that say, because Brock comes and he's here for a couple months and he wrestles at WrestleMania and he wrestles at SummerSlam and he pops up in the Rumble and, he's gone and he's there a couple Mondays and maybe a Friday, cowboy hat, smiling, scaring, shaking hands, taking pictures, kissing babies, flipping rings with tractors and
unbelievable.
The whole thing, right? So you could have easily done that with Randy and put him in where he's slithering in like a viper. He's RKOing people. He's already RKO and general manager, so you already know where this is going. So he's hitting everybody's a target with this man. So putting him on one show, it's like, okay, he's gonna feud with the entire bloodline all the way until WrestleMania because he's only on one show. You already had LA Knight come out, so yes, he will probably end up RKOing him, and they will have a match. I assume if he's on Friday, you're also going to have him wrestle the younger guys, so the Austin Theory, the Grayson Waller.
Yep.
He will probably for sure fight my boy Logan Paul, not my boy, but my boy. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So I think in the end they probably chose Friday so that he can put over the younger guys that are there. Hell, KO's over there. I don't think I've ever seen that. I mean, maybe they've touched, but
see, that's what's so great about greatness, though. Everything you're saying, though, DP, that's what I'm saying about greatness. Is why I say I don't recognize. Yeah, that's a good question, Jerome. Does Punk have to choose a brand? I'm not sure, man. I'm not sure.
They're saying he's going to be on Friday's show to sign a contract.
Okay, I'm gonna say Raw, but I could be wrong because Raw was SmackDown. Nah, I don't know. I see him signing a contract for Raw on Friday.
Yeah, he's gonna be on Friday's show to sign on Raw.
So just like you said, that's what I mean is why I really don't recognize MJF's run as much, because you see what you just said. You went on a monologue about potential people that Randy Orton could face, and you only said that because of who he is. Like exactly. There's history at some of the things you said. Then there's younger talent based on how Randy would lock up. That's what I mean about having viable talent face people. Those matchups that you said. They're
Randy versus Taz.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? All that hits because of the talent they've built and the talent they've created. And I'm telling you, no matter what WWE say, I don't give a damn what the officials is on right now. They are buying time. They are trying to keep Roman busy and Cody busy. That's what they're trying to do. Because April is still a ways away. It's still a ways.
Long time.
We 4 months away, Daddy. 4 months away.
Damn, that's a third of the year. That's a third of the year. 33%.
Sleeps and wake ups. It's a long time, man. That's a long time.
Will I make it to WrestleMania 40? I don't know.
But I don't know, man. I hope so.
So Randy Orton is the perfect monkey wrench to keep old Roro busy, keep the bloodline busy, keep Solo busy. And then to the flip side, keep Cody busy to try to distract us, to get this thing all broken down to the moment where Cody probably, potentially, maybe, possibly challenges the tribal chief again. And I'm saying like this, real quick, because we're going to wrap it up. But for real, real quick, we're going to definitely talk about it during April and stuff like that. No, for real. Like, let me get your real honest, quick reaction. What would you do if Roman Reigns beat Cody again at WrestleMania? What would you do? What would you do for real? What would you do?
I don't know what I would do, bro. I don't know. I'd tell Cody Rhodes retire. That story over with, bro.
He would need a new gimmick.
That's a wrap.
He would need a new theme song.
He would, bro.
Bro, I swear to God, I would play Porky the Pig. That's all, folks. He out of there.
What would you say, Roman? Yo, Chef, what if Roman beats it?
If we run this back and he beats him again, and it ends up the same, and it happens the same way, I don't know what I would do. I don't know.
Let me tell you
because we already know what's gonna happen. Roman's kicking out of every finisher.
He's
kicking out of Crossroads. He's kicking
everything.
He's kicking out of What I don't even know.
He can even kick out of Shattered Dreams, man.
Hey man, hey, there's a baby ass hurt
Yo, let me tell you
between
something.
the mat and that referee fingers. That's when he kicking out.
But let me tell you how great. Let me tell you how great WWE is like at storytelling. This is how great they are. WWE is so great at storytelling that you guys honestly think he could win. Isn't that crazy though? That Roman could win. Ain't that crazy?
Well, see, here's
like you're not positive, right? Are you not positive Cody wins? Are you like right or wrong?
I'm 50-50, bro. Exactly. I'm 50-50, bro. For real, man. That's the gold in my opinion.
I'm 50-50 because I don't even see the route because one's on one show, one's on the other show. The only reason we saw them have a face-off because they were tag champs for 5 minutes and they showed up to SmackDown and they had a face-off and they lost the titles. So he back on Raw, Roro's on SmackDown. So you telling me, I mean, it's in the rundown. So the only way this happens is if Cody wins the Rumble again. Because there's not a draft. The draft is later on. We already did the draft. The only way he gets
What about the chamber? What about the chamber? No?
No.
Like the chamber for
they're on different shows.
What about a chamber for the title shot? No?
Do you think anybody that wins the Royal Rumble could challenge Seth Rollins?
That's the other thing. It's gonna be Punk.
So if Punk
we've already
wins,
discussed this.
Does he go versus Seth Rollins?
Yes.
He better, because I'm gonna tell you something right now. Let me tell you something that listen, this is what I do love about wrestling. Let me tell you something.
Closer.
Let me tell you something.
I'm living.
If CM Punk pins Roman Reigns shoulder to the mat, I literally
bro, why would you even say that, bro? Man, come on, man. Come on, man.
I'm gonna tell you right now, I literally would storm my home cities. I will storm the ring in Philadelphia and get speared by security. I would never be more pissed. In wrestling history.
I might get an AEW tattoo if that happened.
If that happens, you name the tattoo. I'll get it. I'll get a CM Punk tattoo if that happens. I'll get a CM Punk tattoo.
Don't put that on wax. Don't do that.
Hey, I ain't say that. No. I ain't say
damn, I felt bad. She was like, damn, now hold on. Let me take that back. Take it back. If that man pins that man's shoulders to the mat,
dude, ain't no way.
Listen,
bro.
You talking about
you speaking, bro?
Because you got to be careful with the E, man. They are sneaky, man.
Man, they real sneaky. I ain't gonna lie to you. Hey, Roro, and the wise man, you think they're gonna pull up to WrestleMania? You think this man's gonna beat me? Oh hell no! Roman Reigns might leave.
I will say this: the greatest promo of Roman Reigns' career will be against if they have a promo. He will destroy CM Punk on that microphone.
Oh, bro,
you heard it here first. If Roman Reigns and CM Punk have a promo battle, Roman Reigns will cook this dude. Because Roman has so much wiggle room.
Bro, because he's going to bring up AEW. And Punk
That's what I'm trying to say.
He's going to kill that man. You ran away. You saw me in the Shield. You knew. He going to look at him. He going to smile. You knew.
I don't even listen. Damn it. Lord have mercy.
Hey, man.
Okay, real quick, before we go. I put on the Royal Rumble because we're doing Royal Rumble like preview like later in the month. Like a couple months, but I want to do something real quick. Is because opinions change, thoughts change. But I just wanted to get a real quick who Chef wants to win the women and men's Royal Rumble. Who he wants to win, not who he thinks is going to win. Who do you want to win?
I think the easier answer is on the women's side. It'll be where we see Jade Cargill, and she will probably win. And you will get I'm trying to think. It's Rhea. So I guess you might get Rhea Jade Cargill.
I like it.
Men's side.
Who do you want to win?
I mean, who I would want to win. See, that's the problem. So
if you had to pick, this is your booking.
Give me Priest so they can give me Damian Priest so they can figure out some way he can challenge both people and lose twice. double down. He'll cash in and lose and challenge and lose in the same night.
In the same night. That's brilliant. Yo, Dave,
brilliant booking right there.
DP, who do you want to win the women's Royal Rumble? And who do you want to win the men's Royal Rumble?
To win the women's Royal Rumble?
Yep.
It's
early,
Sasha
but
Banks.
Ooh.
Oh, see,
that's what I want to win. You know,
she come back. She come back. She winning, but that's so that was the book back.
Hey now. There's rumors. There's rumblings, bro. And you get you say Sasha Banks versus Rhea Ripley and Mania.
Okay,
those tickets sell themselves.
Are you kidding me?
I'm just telling you.
That's a main event. That's a main event.
Hey man, I ain't bringing the crystal ball this time, so don't quote me.
Oh, but you know WWE, they do like 6 main events. They go like the third main event. Man, you better stop that.
The 85th main event. You know what I mean? On night one, you know what I'm saying?
Yo, what about the men's? Who do you want?
I want Gunther.
Mm-hmm. I think it's too early, but that's who's going to win it one of these days.
You said,
but how do you top
see him?
And it ain't top his performance though?
I would love to see him, Seth Rollins at Mania.
The only way you top his performance, Chef, is him winning it. Him winning it. Yep.
But he already went wire to wire. So like, where do you?
He goes wire to wire and then he wins. That's the only way you top it. Yeah, it's the only way you top it.
He beat the dog shit out of Seth Rollins at Mania, but he probably gonna beat Brock Lesnar at Mania.
Yeah, I like that. I like that. I like where that's going. If that happens, those are the rumors. I like that's be the main one of the greatest matches probably on the card.
Oh man,
that'd be a sleeper match on the card
with ground meat on his chest. Oh man.
Yeah, and taking the L too, perhaps.
Taking a fat ass L.
Perhaps.
You thought he was Snoop Dogg, the type of L he gonna be taking out there.
Damn. Big Meat Classic.
Big Meat Classic. Yeah, man. As for me, talking about I want to, LA Knight. Give me I like LA. Give me LA, man. Like, you got me with that Sasha. I like that Sasha. Give me LA and Sasha, man. What I want to. We're gonna revisit this next month, of course, but I wanted to get y'all thoughts on this right now as things change, as we get a few about 6, 7, 8 weeks out, and then we'll see what you guys think then. But that's it. Yo, Chef, put yourself over, brother.
Oh man, you know what it is? All the socials, all the networking. Hit me up at the Chef Justin out here, showcasing these delicious meals 4 days a week because the brother's on salary, but managed to work 4 days instead of 5. So your boy's out here coming up in the world. On salary, but ain't working 5 days a week.
Boy, they came up.
Yo, what I'm talking about?
What about you, Chef?
Yeah, Chef over there getting that paper.
Damn.
Yo, you know what it is, baby. St. Louis stand up, man. Stand tall, bro. Up at the bank, doing what we do. Check me out on the socials, DJ211, Instagram, Twitter, David Perry Jr. #4. Out here with my boys, cooking it up like we cook it. Hit the Prince 9 up before I get up out of here. Yeah.
Yo, listen, it's your boy Evan T. Mac. Instagram, man, Twitter. Gentlemen, thank you for staying up. Thank you for popping on the show. About to post this bad boy right now. Without further ado, y'all have a good night, man. Seriously.
You too, big dog. Catch you next time.
And damn it, Christian Kirk, I needed 5 points to win my fantasy. You go down in the first play.
Hey,
I needed 5 points, and that would have got me in the playoffs. But you messed it up, Christian Kirk. You tweaking the groin or flipping around. Why don't you just catch the damn ball? What the heck? I'm done. We out. Show's over. I needed 5 points. He got me 3 points.
5 points. You missed the playoffs. What you 6 and 6, 6 and 7?
I'm gonna be sick. Yep. And that would have with the way this league's going, that would have got me. I'm telling you, that'd knock me from 9
points
to 4.
You got to score points.
Let me tell you,
done.
That happened to me yesterday. Tank Dell. That happened to me yesterday.
How you going turning? He did like a pirouette, like triple axis, triple sow. I'm done. Y'all, we done. Show's over.
Yes, sir. All right. Catch you next time, big